Alright, Mega here. I'm in my room in a hot summer day with the AC on, but so I'm doing some maintenance on my my helmet here. Yeah, it took a pretty good beating on the tat, you know, and I've just been riding with it ever since. I've had this old K-Bird for, man, years now. Come on, focus you. Yeah, so this is my K-Bird Tour Max. Took a pretty good beating on the tat. Here's where I slid in Mississippi when I low-sided. The helmet slid on the ground for a little while, and it's super dirty, so I'm just gonna go get like a napkin or something and wipe off all this bug guts and mud, and it's mostly bug guts. I try to keep it as clean as I can, but it just keeps on getting dirty. Look at it. There's like bugs in the vents and everything. Oh god. This helmet has seen many miles, many miles, I'll tell you that. Anyway, I just wanted to make a little update for the Ion Air Pro 3. It's not attached right now, but this is the mount. So the mount is finally given up on me, as in the adhesive. So this stuff is supposed to kind of weld it to your helmet, but I noticed this after after the trip. It's coming out. See, there's like a gap when I pull it down. So I'd imagine it's probably not going to last much longer. If I pull it, well, yeah, see, it's coming out already. So yeah, I'm gonna go replace that tape. I have another one here. I got a bunch from, because I used to have the Ion Air Pro 2. This is actually Ion Air Pro 2 mount actually, but I'm using it on the 3. And then this is the double-sided tape that they use. I don't remember what side goes where. I think the red part is the more sticky part. It goes on the helmet, I think. Not really sure. But anyway, I've had this on here for many miles, and then finally at like many miles. Like, so I did the tat, that was 10,000 miles, and then I probably got 20,000 plus miles, maybe even 30,000. I'm not sure. Like, I've been riding a lot. That's all I'm gonna say. I've been riding a lot, and this is my only helmet that I use for like adventure rides and street rides. This helmet does it all. That's why it's an adventure helmet. It's a dual sport helmet. So yeah. But anyway, I'm not really making this video for the helmet. It's for the Ion Air Pro mount. So what I did is I have it in the same place. I don't want to mess with the camera angle or anything. It's perfect. It's the way I want it. It's the way I've had it for X amount of miles, and I wanted to keep it that way. So I outlined it with a permanent marker here, and then I'm gonna go rip the mount off, and then take the adhesive. I'm gonna rip the mount off, take the double-sided tape out, clean it up really well with some alcohol. Hopefully the alcohol won't take the markings out too much, and then I go put a new one on there, and then it should be good for another 20,000 plus miles, right? Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Also, the poor. Let me get the Ion camera. All right. So these are the Ion cameras, Ion Air Pro 3. Let's put one of them on there, kind of, and then yeah. So this one took a pretty good beating. I think this one slid with the helmet. This is the one that was on the helmet when I low-sided, I think. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, so I noticed the lenses, or the lens covers on my Ion Air Pro 3s are all scratched up now. This one has like a chip like somewhere here, somewhere around here. I think these Ion cameras, they're just getting old. I may look into getting something else. Sena makes a bunch of cameras and stuff. I might look into that, but for now, the Ion Air Pro 3 will be okay. But yeah, I remember. Yeah, right here, there's a chip. It's very hard to see, but there's a little chip right here, and then you can, if you notice, if you watch some of my videos, there's like a little cloudy area on the left of the video. So I might see if I can hit up Ion and see if they have they can get me a new cover. It looks like it just kind of screws on there. There's six screws on there. But yeah, other than that, these cameras haven't given me a lot of trouble. I think the charge ports are starting to get old. Yeah, charge port's starting to get old. So it's sometimes I notice they don't charge, you know. But that may be the USB cables too. The USB cables I brought, they told by the end of the Transamerica Trail trip, they were in horrible shape. I had to buy brand new ones because just the vibration just kills them, you know. I'm just using them every day to charge their shit. Yeah, and then one of these, the memory. This one, the memory card is hard to take out. But it comes out now. I remember during the trip, it got stuck in there and I couldn't get it out, and I had to just transfer files through the USB port, and it's slow as shit. It would transfer at like 6 megabytes per second or megabits, and like I think it was double that if you take the card out, you know. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. I've also, I know this video wound up becoming like an Ion Air Pro update. I've also water damaged these cameras twice. One time when I was in Baja, I had a big splashy through the creek, and then and the water got there was a big wave of water that came over me and the motorcycle. All right, this is kind of cool. We're riding on a kind of mud land here. Holy shit, dude. Oh, god damn it. And water got in the camera. I didn't have the back cover on it, that's why. And then another time when I was in, I think it's North Carolina, I was riding and there's sudden downpour, like boom. It's raining so hard, and then I remember I had the helmet on and I looked down, you know. I looked down, so the camera was like angled like this, and the rain was just going straight into the camera. Rain gear on. Rain gear on. Starting to rain. Rain gear, it goes on. I hear water. Alright, that's pretty much a paved road here. It's just a bunch of rocks. Okay, here's my gap. And then I noticed it had died. So I lost some footage there for that. But I was able to reset it. I hit the little reset button, and it worked again. After I dried it, I made sure I thoroughly dried it first. I hadn't used it for like a day or two because I thought it was broken, thought it was SOL, you know. And then hit the reset button, and it worked again and started charging. So I don't know if there's some kind of like breaker or something inside that prevents it from you know, shorting out if it gets wet. But I do know if you hit the reset button, it resets all the settings too. It resets everything to default. So that was kind of annoying also. And another weird thing is when I go to the menu on my computer, there's my computer right over there. I hook it up to the computer and I try to change stuff. It doesn't take the settings. One of these, like the auto rotation, is still on there, you know. So I have to be careful to not turn it on, like my head tilted or anything, or else the video will be the other direction, you know, and then it's gonna suck. I'm gonna have to like re-edit it and everything. But yeah, they're doing pretty good. They do overheat too. When it's really hot, I can't charge them. Is the downfall. When it's really hot, they still work. Like if you're riding and it's hot and then they're in the sun and everything, you just can't charge them. So you got to find a way to cool them down. And then you can charge them. So that kind of limits the amount of time video you can capture through the day. Yeah, but other than that, I love these cameras. They're great. Sometimes they have problems charging. Yeah, sometimes like cables in some weird position, and like, I think the ports are just worn out, or the cable was worn out, like I said. And then it won't charge, and then you'll try to use the second camera and you're like, fuck, it's not charged, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, that is my report on the Ion Air Pro 3 after many miles. I still like it. The mount is a little bit loose now, just a little bit. but it's been on there for a while. I've been using the same angled mount for a long time. I also have another one on my dirt bike helmet, but I don't use that dirt bike helmet as much. I only use it when I go dirt biking, obviously. Yeah, so good stuff. I've been noticing it's a lot of wind noise too, so I've been trying to make my bikes quieter, so my moto vlogging is better, you know. It's quieter, you know, but the microphone can only do so much. But the helmet is not very quiet itself. But if I can get a good windscreen, that would be good for moto vlogging. But yeah, that's like at high speeds. If I'm at lower speeds, like on a mountain pass or something, it's okay. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's my update for my Ion Air Pro 3s. They're still kicking. They're still working good. It seems like the batteries are still in good shape. I can generally get 2 hours out of one of these. So generally, what I'll do is I'll put one of these on, and then yeah, I got the microphone here, somewhere hiding right here. I tuck it into the padding of the helmet when I don't use it. But yeah, so I'll have I'll have this here. Actually, I was also able to change it while riding. I don't recommend this. It's not a good idea. But I was just like man, I don't really want to stop and change the camera. So I did it while I was riding. I can give you a little demonstration after this, but yeah, usually I'll be riding, 2 hours will go by, and then it'll be low on battery, or like it won't record anymore. Usually what I'll do is I'll flip it on, and then I'll stick my hand on it, and I'll feel for it because it vibrates. Feel for it if it turns on, and then I know, okay, it's recording. And then because you really can't tell it while you're riding. And then I hold it for like a couple seconds, because if it's out of juice, it'll turn off right away. I think it vibrates twice, and then you'll know, like, oh shit, I'm out of battery, I guess I better change the camera. And I'll stop and I'll change the camera. I'll take this out, and then I'll put this in a pouch on my bike and then charge it while I'm riding, and then I'll take the second one out, put the next one in. Then the next one is charging. I would say from fully not charged, I think it takes about like an hour or two to charge it. Yeah, if you just leave this on a charger for like 2 hours, but the problem is, like, if it overheats, you can't charge it. So yeah, that's one of the downfalls. So yeah. Also, yeah, I was able to do a while riding camera change. Very dangerous. Don't do it. Like if you're like on a straight and you have like a cruise control or something on your bike, you can kind of do it. So what I did was like yeah, I'll take the audio out like that, and then I'll take this out and I'll stuff it in the pouch really quickly, and then no. What I'll do is I'll take the second camera out of my pocket and stuff it in the pouch real quick, and then I'll take this one out and then stuff this one in the pouch. Well, this is while I'm riding, and then I'll take this one out, attach it here, and then it's a game of trying to get the audio, the microphone in there while I'm riding. So, and I just kind of like feel around, and then like I'll feel around until I find it. I got it. There you go. Boom. And then boom, there you go. You're good to go. So yeah, yeah, you saw how difficult that was. It's tough. But as long as you can get it on the mount, you're not going to lose the camera. So there you go. So yeah, that is my Ion Air Pro 3 update. And like I said, today I'm going to go replace the double-sided tape on this helmet, because it's coming off. I've had it. It's actually been like this for quite some time, and it hasn't come off. So it's on there pretty good, but I'm sure if you hit the camera hard enough, that it'll probably just rip the thing right off. And I don't use a lanyard. There is you can put a lanyard right here, and then you can clip it to this, so just in case you use it. But Well, if the whole mount comes off with the lanyard, then it doesn't matter, right? So yeah. But yeah, this is the mounting hardware for the Ion Air Pro is pretty good. It's pretty stout stuff. I like it for the helmet. Yeah, good stuff. All right, here's what I got. Okay, there it is. I got it on there. Fresh tape, double-sided tape. So what I did is I put the I don't know. There's a red side and there's a white side on this. I put the red side towards the helmet because I think that's the stronger side, and then I put the white side towards the this. I don't know why there's that just two red sides. You know, I think that the red means it's like really like permanent. So I did it different this time around. I think last time I stuck this on the mount first, and then I stuck it on the helmet, and that's probably the easiest way. But I knew exactly where I was gonna stick it, so this time around, what I did was I put it on the helmet first, and then I put this on top of it. So hopefully, we never had a problem with this coming off on. So what I noticed on this one is see all the dark spots there? Those are the parts where that doesn't touch the mount. It's quite a bit actually. It's really not that much touching that plastic mount. And then you can see here that there's a big like open. This is towards the helmet. This is the only part that was really holding the mount onto the helmet. It was like the outer edges. So I was like, well, you know, it's probably because you stuck it on there with the mount, you know, and you can't. It's kind of concave on the inside of this, so you can't really stick it onto the helmet all the way, you know. So this time I made sure to put it on the helmet first, so it fills in all those gaps. So I made sure 100%, you know. Like I said, it was on there for 30,000 miles, so I guess it was okay. I made sure and cleaned it really well with some alcohol, and then and I took off all the old residue. You can pretty much just scrape it off. You can kind of roll it off. It's a kind of like a gel, sorta, kinda. And then I cleaned it off just to get the oils off. And so I stuck it on there, and also I used the heat gun. Where's the heat gun? There we go. There's the heat gun right there. I heated up the surface of the helmet a little bit, and then I heated up the. I peeled the backing off of this, and then I heated the adhesive portion, and I stuck it on there. I think I got it on there pretty much the same way. It doesn't matter if I kind of just lined it up with the graphics, sorta. So yeah, I pretty much got it. I pretty much got it in there the same way I had it in there before, so that's good. So I don't think my picture will have changed already, because like I said, it's already the way I wanted it, you know. And then I know it already fits good on this side. Yeah, the way I have it on here, I like it because you can't see the beak of the helmet. I guess it's kind of nice to see the beak of the helmet if you know, so you have like a reference point where you're pointing, sorta. But my dirt bike helmet, you can see the beak, but it's got a really long chin bar on it, you know. So yeah, so it's on there. So I stuck it on there, and then I heated up the mount, the mounting plate here. It's kind of hard to see. I heated up the mounting plate, and then I heated up the adhesive on the outside. I peeled off the backing, and then I stuck it on there, and I put it on there as good as I could. So hopefully the mounting plate is the one that doesn't come off this time. It seems to be good on there. Let's see, it's on there pretty good. I can hold the helmet up. I know if it was just go whoop, just come off right now, then that's a no-go. But yeah, that looks pretty good to me. Am I willing to bet a camera on it? Yeah. Well, I mean, if I was doing like, I tell you this, I did the Tuono, demo ride with this, and we hit like triple digits on it on the Tuono, and the camera didn't come off, so it should be fine. I don't see any problems with it. The camera is fairly aerodynamic. That's what I love about the Ion camera. It's a tube type camera. It's very aerodynamic. So that's a good thing. I never had any problems with the aerodynamics on this camera. So it should be fine. Because like I said, it was really only holding it like on the outer parts here, and then like whatever was here. It was really stuck on this mount really good. So I'm hoping that the mount is on there good now. But I heated it up, and it's got a fair amount of squish to it. You know, it's foamy, so it's got some squish. So it can deal with some like imperfections, like it not being straight, you know, or concavity, you know. But for the most part, it's on there. So hopefully that mount will serve me many more thousands of miles. Good deal. Here's what we got. So time to go riding.